Hey there, it's Matt here, and if you're watching this video, it means you're a valued client, and this is confidential information and updates just for you. Now, you know I don't make a lot of updates all the time, so this one's important, and there'll also be updates to follow. You see, we know a lot's changed in the last couple of years, so we've been hard at work innovating, and several of those updates I'll have for you today, as well as some follow-on videos with more exciting announcements. But first, I'd be remiss if I didn't say thank you for being our client. We know how challenging these last couple of years have been with COVID, the war on talent, the economy, resource constraints, and you decided to invest in yourself and your people. And we've seen the effects of that from what you've told us and what we've seen firsthand. And I want to thank you for having the faith in us, the trust in us. We really also have to thank you for all the intelligence you provide us, all the things happening in the marketplace, the feedback that have made us as a partnership better. Thank you. And we look forward to working with you with these innovations to tackle all the challenges ahead, to continue to give you an extended advantage in the marketplace. So with that, let's talk about the announcements. Number one, Sandler has rebranded from Sandler Training to just Sandler. This really has to do with the fact that myself and others within Sandler really need to recognize with our franchisor that Sandler is so much more than just training. It's really become a misrepresentation. Not intentionally, it's just we've evolved. We provide strategy all the way through to implementation. That's what I believe is our unique value to you and our other clients. Second, we've got a new investor who's taking a board seat at Sandler, which we believe is an exciting development for Sandler. His name is David Williams, and he sits on the board of other companies that we advise. So if you're that company, it's really kind of neat that we now have this new connection. For those of you who don't know David Williams, look him up on LinkedIn to get his full resume. But he'll be providing fresh capital and advising at a board level, keeping the current management in place. David's claim to fame, aside from the boards he sits on, is building a marketing platform from $30 million to $1.2 billion. And he's bringing that expertise to Sandler so that we can develop more tools and data-driven concepts for you. Last, we've noticed with Sandler that there is a challenge with one of the ways that we're working with you, and that's been a concern. And the challenge has really come in that Sandler licenses are something that you pay for one at a time, and we pay Sandler for one at a time. The problem is it forces you to make individual financial decisions rather than big macro strategic decisions about the standards for people working in your company. Most of you don't even know what tools and resources and ideas are in Sandler Online, which means your people are not getting these constant flow of ideas that all build to growing your company with a common language. We need to solve for that. And so we've worked with Sandler to approach things differently. So rather than you having to make individual annual license purchasing decisions and us having to deal with the accounting of all of that, we believe there's a better way. Everybody in your company should speak the same language, from customer service to management to leaders to salespeople. Should all speak the same language relevant to their position in your company and with certification to prove their level of proficiency. This will help you avoid countless errors in communication, wasted time, frustration in teaching and reteaching things after costly mistakes are made. It also allows you to recruit anybody into your company, and as part of your strategy, letting them know that they'll receive day one training from Sandler on whatever their position is. It will also provide you the ability to career path people by giving them training prior to them and certifying them prior to allowing them to migrate to a different role in your company. So it provides you with hiring strength, improvement, and in job development, onboarding, all of these things without ever having to think about purchasing an individual Sandler license. And what if that person leaves in 2 months and you had to pay for the whole year? All of that will be gone. Instead, in place, what we'll do is we've agreed with Sandler that in most cases for your immediate company, your people in your company, you'll be able to simply increase your monthly investment with us by around 10%. There are some caveats, so you do need to talk to your Neuberger Company representative. But about 10%, and have access to all of the Sandler resources for all your employees without having to ever do an individual cost consideration again. Compared to buying these licenses one-off or the frustration that our clients are going to have to deal with, this is a huge cost savings and an expansion in making everybody in your company better. Now, I have gotten the question, well, Matt, what if I don't want to pay 10% more? You don't have to. This is an opt-in option. I strongly believe that the additional 10% is so far outweighed by the value you're going to get by everybody speaking the same language, being able to attract the right talent, and being able to career path people you want to retain in your company, that it will be almost unnoticeable. But again, you will not be forced into this. New clients will not have the option because I personally believe that it is a better way to get a result. And I really want to not have clients thinking about individual financial decisions about who gets what value and training and ideas and who doesn't. So I hope you like that idea. Please talk to your Neuberger Company representative or talk to me anytime you want. I'll be happy to explain the program more and talk to you about your situation. So I'm going to move on to Neuberger Company announcements, and I'm very excited about this. We're going to be having our first Sales Academy in person, 2 days, and all Sales Academies going forward, in person or virtual, will come with certification. This makes sure that we can prove that those people in your company that attend our Sales Academy will be able to prove the retention of the information that they received during the session. We'll be rolling out certifications not only for Sales Academy, but for Sales Mastery and for our management programs. Again, thus driving more learning and retention and application and ultimately more revenue for your company. That first 2-day will take place in Arizona, where we'll be kicking off our first in-person session for our new office in Arizona. Yep, we're opening an office in Arizona. Some of you know that, and you've even asked me, well, Matt, are you moving to Arizona? And the answer is, no, I'm not moving to Arizona. I'll be splitting my time 50-50 between Arizona and Maryland and our Mid-Atlantic market. I truly believe, as part of a vision that I had about this 11 years ago when I was coming to Arizona and spending my time in strategic planning with my company, just kind of disconnecting from the day-to-day, I really found the value in being out here. And in that time, one of the ideas that I had was, we have so many clients that would like to compare certain aspects of their business with their peers. But because they're in the same market, it either doesn't make sense, it's not reasonable, or it introduces competitive issues. I really believe in our peer groups, our ability to connect your business with a business like yours in Arizona, if you're not competing, is going to provide another layer of value at no cost as an advantage. I also think it's really fun to be in Arizona when it's cold on the East Coast as a little bit of a retreat. So certainly that's part of it. The other thing that I think is an invitation I'd like to make to you is, if you want to have your strategic planning sessions out in Arizona, we'd be happy to take care of you, facilitate those sessions, and also put together some extracurricular activities, maybe a little bit of golf or something fun in warm weather. So I hope these announcements, now kind of coming to the wrap up here, are exciting for you, and you'll take advantage of maybe coming to Arizona for the Sales Academy in November. You'll take advantage of Sales Academy certification. You will take advantage of the ability to give everybody in your company a Sandler license and certification. I hope these announcements are exciting for you, but by no means are we done. We've been hard at work. Some of the announcements are in development, but they're big, and those will be coming in the next 30 days. So I'll have an update for you in about 30 days. But until then, thank you. Thanks for being our client. Thank you for taking care of my team. Thank you for growing. Thank you for committing to growth, even in uncertain times. That's what makes you great. We can't wait to implement some of the things that I've talked about here with you. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me or my team. But until we see you again, good selling and to your success.